Hello and welcome to the world of Max TV. There are many incredible and interesting cases in the animal world that make us admire the diversity of wildlife. We all witness various behavioral features and amazing moments of interaction with humans. In addition, all these cases showcase amazing aspects of animal life. Today, let's dive into the exciting animal world to witness friendly wild animals, funny situations, battles, and even attacks. We gathered all the newest and most amazing videos from the world of animals. All you have to do is start watching. Let's go! These cats were trying to sniff the sparrow for a long time while the bird didn't even move. I have to confess, I thought it was an artificial bird, but when it started turning its head, it became clear that it was alive. These cats were really afraid to attack and didn't know what to do with it, but the funniest thing was when the sparrow realized that it was time to get out. Now we have another cat who considers itself to be a super hunter, but when the bird appeared and pecked at its nose, the cat was confused. The bird was not afraid of it, so the cat changed its mind. This rat decided that it would be able to save itself on this fence, but cats are also very good at climbing, so the rat was quickly dropped to the ground and almost immediately caught. What do you think is wrong with this horse? Such an attempt to jump the fence made me laugh a lot. Now you can see how a wild coyote tried to attack a three-legged chihuahua, but the dog turned out to be fearless. It attacked the predator with crazy aggression and barking and drove it out of the yard. This man in China trained a bird to steal money and bring it home. I have to say that I'm just shocked. The only thing I don't understand is why the police haven't figured him out yet. That's how this thief looks in action. This impudent monkey took away the man's glasses. They have an interesting tactic. After taking something away from a person, they always want to exchange it for food. After receiving food in both hands, the monkey had no choice but to give the glasses back. This cunning fox attacked domestic chickens at full speed. The red-haired beast was so busy with the chase that it didn't even notice the dog was running right at it. From such a collision, the fox literally flew into the air and immediately realized that it was necessary to run away. That's why one always needs to close the windows in the car. These cats had a party right in the car. When the owner came, they couldn't escape in panic, so they just scratched the whole interior with their claws. Domestic cows also like to make fun of each other. This cow turned out to be a great prankster. In extreme heat, everyone tries to find the best way to cool down a bit. This poor kingfisher was frozen with its paws to the metal fence. The man did not immediately try to tear it off. As you can see, he decided to warm the bird with his hand. The paws froze off quickly, and the kingfisher was able to fly away. This frog's attack on the dragonfly clearly failed. Now we have a very funny moment. This stupid dog was electrocuted after touching an electric fence. It ran away, but it made the donkey laugh. As you can see, it immediately started laughing at it. This funny cow does not want to be like everyone else and has made many attempts to escape from the pen. However, it had no strength, so it could not jump over the high fence. This hawk attacked a duck's nest, but take a look, a small bird began to protect it. The hawk didn't really care, but the duck turned out to be very strong. It began to break free and escape from the deadly claws of the predator. At a very high altitude, this man on a paraglider approached a black vulture. Surprisingly, the bird was not afraid at all. The vulture even decided to rest and sat down on the man's legs. It looks very unusual. This cat is desperately protecting the kittens from a stupid dog who decided to approach them. After such an attack, it'll definitely never try to approach them again. Male yaks are very fond of fighting, but this creature made the coolest throw of its friend from the high bank of the river right into the water. How could the elephant learn to do this? I'm shocked. Even Rolando would envy such a blow. Right now you see rare footage of birds of paradise in which the male shows a strange mating dance. Researchers have been able to confirm that the rare crescent-shaped Lophorina is a new species. Here is another impressive moment. This python climbs a tree, wrapping itself around the trunk. This case was also filmed in Thailand. A local resident said that pythons hunt for food in this way, which happens to be under a tree. This is a very effective way to avoid death from the teeth of a predator. You can just pretend to be dead. This is another creature that is trying to get away in a very strange way. This crazy driver is rushing in his red car, but a brave groundhog decides to run across the road. If the pilot hadn't slowed down, the groundhog would definitely have been under the wheels of the car. Here is another moment of luck. This bird miraculously escaped the huge Formula One wheel. In this dangerous life situation, the rat tried to escape as best it could, but did not want to fall down. The cat turned out to be more cunning, so the prey was already in its teeth. Now you can see what a pet dog can expect in an Indian village. A leopard attacked it right in the afternoon at the door of the house. It's good that the leopard didn't have time to run far with the dog. The man ran out in time and scared off the wild cat. It looks like this sheep has gone crazy. It clearly doesn't like the pig, so the sheep decided to attack it. The poor pig did not know how to resist, and the sheep literally slammed it into the fence. These stupid fishermen saw circles on the water and thought that there was a big fish swimming there, but as soon as they threw their bait, the horns of a large buffalo appeared out of the water. These animals are known for being able to dive and stay underwater for a long time. This cat is very huge. It looks like it ate its owners, went out on the balcony, and is already looking for new prey among the neighbors. A night video trap captured how a lynx attacked a coyote and showed who is the most dangerous predator in this forest. In this funny video, the cat cornered the rat under the sofa. After looking at the rat, you can laugh for a very long time since it is in complete shock. If you live in a village, I have a great idea of how to show your love to a girl on Valentine's Day. No one can resist such a chicken heart. You couldn't even imagine this. This man dropped some protein in cat food, and the cat started getting buff. Now it's a real cat, and all the cats in the neighborhood are afraid of it. This surveillance camera in the backyard captured a moment a dog accidentally jumped into a frozen pool and just disappeared under the ice. The owner of a dog from Tennessee immediately rushed to help, but for quite a long time she could not find the pet. The dog stayed underwater for about 40 seconds, and it's good that the woman still saw and saved her dog. It is 100% fine and alive. The cunning shepherd dog does not intend to run after sheep, it just went over one of them, and now it just rests and rides. What could be more harmless than a little cat? But as you can see, they don't let themselves be offended either, and they can bite very hard. Now this is what a real horse drift looks like. This is a real level of mastery. The eyes of this dog say only one thing: I didn't eat him, he got in there himself. This is how funny the little goat calls its mother. You're right, this goose will definitely not be able to escape. The crocodile attacked with lightning speed like a real rocket and immediately disappeared under the water along with its prey. This is the feeling when you come from a party in the morning and try to jump into your bed unnoticed. This brazen cat decided to show the others who was the boss in this yard. But when the real feline leader came running, our hero just didn't know what to do. If you get a few of these dogs, you won't need a combine harvester in the village. If you have very smart dogs and they are trained to go to the toilet, then in the morning, you'll have to wait a bit. I'm shocked by this cat. It made the dog raise its head and then just punched it in the nose with all its power. It's very difficult to live with such a crazy neighbor. Now we have another moment of feline arrogance. This cheerful dog decided to play hide and seek with the rooster around a pile of boards. The stupid rooster quickly got lost and did not know what to do, and at that moment, the dog decided to attack. Just take a look at how a caring duck feeds the fish with its own food. Perhaps the ducks add a little water to the food in this way so that it becomes softer, but it looks more like it really feeds the fish. Here is a similar moment. This is a very cunning kitten. It decided to escape from its glass cage in the store, and all in order to play with its puppy friend. Apparently, the cat urgently needs to jump on this roof, and there are no other options. It managed to calm down only after 3 unsuccessful attempts and heavy falls. In Australia, kangaroos run out on racetracks very often. This is very dangerous for both drivers and animals. Here are some incredible moments when kangaroos manage to escape death. Now we can take a look at the rescue of a fox that fell into a deep concrete tank. It was decided to throw it aboard. The poor fox was able to use it to get out and escape. While resting on the air conditioner on the 3rd floor level, this cat was too relaxed and lost all its vigilance. It's good that the owner has a lightning reaction, so she managed to grab the cat by the tail. Otherwise, it could fall down. These incredible shots were filmed in Thailand. As you can see, there are whole hordes of domestic ducks walking along the roadway. I can't even believe how the owner of these ducks manages to control them among cars. Meet this crazy woodpecker, which freaked out and almost completely cut off the trunk of the tree. It is unclear whether it managed to find larvae in the tree or not, but it was so busy with its work that it did not even run away when people with a camera approached it. It's a real kamikaze. This is the first time I've seen a snake hunting underwater. Stupid fish gathered to look at an unusually long creature, but it was an amazing opportunity for the snake. This neighbor's cat watched the sausage on the rope for a long time, and at some point just couldn't hold back. Just look at how professionally this cat sneaks up on the bird. It moves in small jerks like a robot. The bird saw the danger perfectly well, but thought that it would have time to react and fly away, but not this time. The victory was for the cat. This small kitten was hanging on the roof of a balcony at the level of the 3rd floor. It's good that a caring man noticed this and was already standing below with a soft jacket. The kitten landed exactly on it, so it was rescued in time. Let's take a look at the unusual behavior of giant Indian bees. When their swarm is located on a tree, they use a very interesting tactic against wasps. This is the wave effect, which is called a defensive wave. Bees in the outer layer lift the abdomen by 90 degrees up and shake it synchronously. This may be accompanied by the stroking of the wings. These undulating patterns immediately scare away wasps that get too close to bees. I think everyone's already seen how a shoal of small fish protects itself from predatory fish. They all move as a whole, and it is very difficult to catch at least one fish. Now, take a look at the same defense tactic in the air. A flock of starlings defensively reacts to the attack of a predatory hawk, which has not been able to catch its prey. This young rooster teaches a hen how to hatch eggs correctly and slips a dropped egg under it. Then, it pecks the chicken in the head for being careless. Right now, let's take a look at the training match of the Brazilian women's national team, which was stopped after a huge parrot sat on the head of one of the players. It is unclear where this macaw came from and why it chose Bruna Bentis, but the bird was quickly chased off her head. The parrot flies away and lands on the gate net. This little rescued wild boar immediately became friends with a domestic Labrador and began to perceive it as its father. However, this boar grew up very quickly and they are inseparable friends with the dog now. This brave cat jumped into the tall grass. A lot of movement immediately began there. After 5 seconds, the cat jumps out with a fat rat in its teeth. This domestic cat noticed the movement and attacked the bird, which had already been caught by the snake. After a short battle, the bird managed to escape and fly away, so the cat turned out to be its savior. These smart donkeys have found a way out of the wooden pen. Why do you think this lion grins so strangely after sniffing the bushes? It's simple. Such a behavior is called the Flehmen response. Basically, this is the reaction of any cat to pheromones. That's why it wrinkles the nose and opens the mouth while a very characteristic mocking expression appears on the muzzle. This wild cat was approaching a large rat for a long time and very carefully while the rat was busy with some kind of food scattered on the road. When the cat did get closer, it was very upset because the rat did not pay any attention to it. The cunning little rat just finished the grains and disappeared into the sewer. This farmer came to check why his watering station was not working, and it turned out that there was a snake inside. After a short manipulation, the snake flew away under great pressure. Now it's time to take a look at incredible termite mounds. These are huge structures that can glow in the dark. The reason for this is not the termites, but the small larvae of fire-bearing night shiners. Their larvae live in the outer layers of termite mounds, which causes the structures to glow. With the help of their unique ability to glow, they lure insects which become their victims. But termites have one main enemy. This is a giant anteater. Its eyesight is poor, but its nose is so sensitive that it can distinguish which species of termites live in this place. After discovering the source of the termites, the anteater claws into the mound and then uses a half-meter tongue to get to his favorite treat. On average, a giant anteater can eat 35,000 termites per day. This corgi dog has learned to play tic-tac-toe and easily beats its owner. This snake got right on the field during a baseball game. It's unclear where it came from. Perhaps some insidious fan released it, but the match had to be stopped to remove the beast from the field. The snake was caught for quite a long time, but the players managed to successfully catch it in a bucket and take it out of the field. A handsaw was taken right into the orangutan's enclosure. It sniffed it, tasted it, and immediately understood what it was for and what to do with it. It tried to saw a branch for a long time, but it got tired of this activity, so it decided to have some rest instead of working hard. Nebraska police stopped a man riding with a full-sized bull named Howdy Doody in the passenger seat. It seems that this man just loves his pet. It has huge horns, so the man decided to saw the roof of the car in half, and his pet is now traveling with him. Now it's time to look at this beautiful bird that performs a very difficult mating dance for a female. This is the Victorian little bustard, and it is noticeable that it is trying very hard, but the stupid female is not impressed, and it immediately flies away in search of a better mate. If you've never played table tennis, then this chimpanzee will easily win against you. On the street, people found an exhausted cat with 5 small and very subtle kittens. Kittens immediately attacked the bowl with the food, but their mother couldn't even get up. It looks like they sucked all the juices out of it. These kind people decided to take the cat and kittens for treatment, and after several injections and feeding, the cat was finally fine. All these kittens were saved. The man decided to teach the elephant to play the drum. After a short lesson, the elephant confidently pulled the drum towards it with the trunk and began to play. The audience was shocked. Now we have one of the most fearless women in the world. She is friends with sharks and helps them get rid of fish hooks. She She has already removed more than 300 hooks from shark mouths. It's good that with such a job, all her fingers are in place. Now we have this shocked resident discovering caterpillars that formed a circle in his garden. They look very similar to alien worms. The unusual footage was filmed in the south of Thailand. The baffled resident had never seen anything like it before. In fact, these tiny worms are called the larvae of mushroom mosquitoes. Such a circle is formed when the leading larvae mistakenly lock onto the larvae at the tail of their line, forming an endless loop. If the turtle turns over on its back, it can easily die in this position. It's good that there are relatives who can come to the rescue in time. If you're on safari and watching lions, always close the car doors because these predators can easily open them. This Swiss football match turned into chaos when a little marten ran into the field. It ran around the field for more than 5 minutes until Zurich defender Loris Benito caught it with his bare hands. Of course, Benito was bitten because martens are wild animals known for their sharp teeth. He was offered first aid, and the marten was eventually caught by the goalkeeper of Zurich, David da Costa, who had gloves. I have to say that a very interesting surprise awaited these fishermen. This huge grouper floated on the surface of the water with its belly up. The fishermen immediately realized that it had some kind of swelling, and in this state, it would most likely die or become prey to predatory fish or birds. Having made a hole in its stomach, the grouper was immediately able to swim normally and went to the bottom. This stupid horse saw its reflection in the tinted window of the store. After several hoof strikes, the wall was broken, but the glass was still there. After seeing the reflection once more, the horse continued to get nervous, and after the second attack, the glass was finally destroyed. Just look at how lucky this predator was. It swallowed a whole flock of fry at once. In fact, the fish does not eat them, it is the mother of the fry, and in times of danger, they all hide in its mouth. It looks scary, but the main thing for such an inventive mother is not to accidentally swallow a couple of kids. Do you think this bird is just lucky, or is it a master at dodging shark attacks? Have you ever seen the fangs of male babirussas? This is a real mystery of evolution because they never stop growing. These fangs are too fragile to hunt or forage for, and over time they eventually twist and penetrate the animal's own skull. This is the first time I've seen this. A girl in the Bahamas accidentally dropped her phone from the dock, but the clever dolphin took it out from the bottom and gave it right into her hands. The ability to create such rings in the water is a unique feature that is passed from one dolphin to another through careful observation and practice. It is simply impossible to believe what is happening because it looks like real magic. This cat decided to run across the tennis court right during the game in Rome. The angry tennis player who saw the cat hit the ball with all his might trying to hit the poor animal, but it was good that he missed, so the cat successfully escaped. Now we have an unusual moment in tennis. This large iguana climbed right onto the information board. Tennis player Tommy Haas even took a selfie with this unexpected guest. After that, they began to catch the iguana, but it turned out to not be so easy. If you see fish jumping out of the water around you on the beach, get out of the water faster. Right now, these fish are attacked by some huge predator. It may well be a shark that will easily confuse your foot with the prey during the hunt. I don't know what's wrong with this wild hare, but it attacked the bird with all its fury. It is noticeable that the bird has no strength left and it pretends to be dead, but the hare continues to attack. I think it's a female hare, and it's just protecting the offspring. I don't know how one can come up with such a thing. This guy from Colorado dressed up in a dinosaur costume to tease an alligator and see its reaction. As we can see, the crocodile is not afraid of the dinosaur. It just started opening its mouth and hissing, but it's good that it did not dare to attack. Right now, we have a pretty old video posted 15 years ago. The short-term memory of chimpanzees was tested here. If the monkey memorized the sequence of numbers correctly, it was given a banana. It's hard to believe that after a second picture on the monitor, the chimpanzee easily memorized the numbers. An ordinary person will definitely not be able to do this. This is a funny football moment. An official police dog ran out onto the field, and it turned out to be much faster. It managed to catch the ball with its teeth and began to run away from the players. They tried to catch it for quite a long time until a policeman ran out of the field with a leash and took his pet. This cat knows very well how to attack a snake. At first, it hit the snake on the head with its paws, and when it decided to escape and crawl away, it clung to the snake's neck with an accurate bite. This is a real snake catcher. This moment happened in a South Korean aquarium. All the visitors were very surprised to see a big shark eating a small one. It seems that the fish are very poorly fed there. The predator swallowed its prey pretty quickly. Next, an incredible moment that shows how the crow can understand the Archimedes principle. It is simply incredible. This man came running in time, so the fawn was successfully rescued. This brave dog decided to attack the mongoose, but after the wild animal grabbed its nose, it immediately changed its mind to attack. This is a funny case in Connecticut, USA. The bear takes 4 cubs across the road. It took one in its teeth, and the other immediately ran after it. The third one also turned out to be a daredevil and ran across the road on its own. The fourth turned out to be the most cowardly. It waited until its mother came for it. In the end, everyone started running in different directions, but the bear managed to complete such a hard task. Next, a few moments with an incredibly smart parrot. This is baseball. After the second delay of the game due to rain, a wild goose flew onto the field. One of the reserve players immediately starts the pursuit. As you can see, the goose is not going to give up. It is confidently gaining speed and altitude. Unfortunately, the bird turned out to be quite well fed. It could not gain altitude sharply, so it crashed onto a billboard and fell onto chairs near the audience. In such a place, the goose was quickly caught by the stadium staff. The bird was released alive and well. Now we have a beautiful throw from the buffalo, which clearly shows that it is not worth approaching it. This is another successful attack by a cougar on a deer, filmed on a video trap installed in the forest. The big cat was lucky today. In this swampy area, a man noticed a plain-bellied water snake that got stuck in a bald cypress tree. At first, he thought it was already dead, but when he pulled it out, it turned out that it was very alive and active. Take a look at this incredible dog that can play volleyball. It can pass the ball to the owner no worse than a real player. Being a super hunter, this heron decided to relax a little today and immediately became the prey itself. Cats are real masters of sneaking up on you. After getting as close as possible, an attack always follows, and this time it was very successful. This is a very smart bird that uses bait to catch fish. It could have eaten this bread, but the bird understands perfectly well that fish is both tastier and more nutritious.